Hello, it's Icy. I'm back again with another part of my continuing series of what stuff looks like for Homestead or Elder Scrolls Online. I'm on the public test server and we are looking at thrones that are achievement rewards. I am on top of the tower. There's all the stuff down there that we've been sticking around everywhere. Whoa, something has a very long string that's floating off into the sky. What's that? Okay, anyway. And you get a great view out here and straight out over the volcano, which is so cool. Look at that. That's awesome. So this is a great spot for some thrones, really. Probably the perfect spot for thrones. Now, where did they go? Where are the thrones gallery? Thrones. Yes. There's not that many reward thrones. There are more that you can get in the game. Let's start, however, with the Alien Throne. Now, these are all seatable. You'll notice that it's gone green, which means I can actually sit in it. There we go. I'm queen of all I survey, and I'm surveying the fabulous volcano. It's a very large seat, actually. I mean, of course it's a large seat. It's a throne. Oops. Uh-oh. Whoa. I nearly got stuck in the throne. That's a problem. Alright, we have a fur throne. Now, this is one of the Orcish thrones from the Orcish questline. I think this is one of the less expensive ones, in that it's only 250,000 gold. It's still a lot of money. But, you know, if you do want a throne for your house, but you're looking for something that's smaller and more contained, that doesn't completely overwhelm your guests, this is probably an excellent one to go for. Alright, we have the High Elf Throne. Now, look, it's gorgeous. Oh, not going green. See if I can get to it. Is this not seatable? Is this just for looking at? Perhaps. It does have a very skinny seat on it. And it would indeed look absolutely gorgeous in a high elf house, but it's not in any way style neutral, so it's not going to fit in a regular house, for example. The Alien Throne probably would, in that because it's ancient, it would probably fit in most places. And the stone one, well, you know, it's just a stone seat, so it's probably okay as well. Alright, so we also have the Throne of the Orc King, which is... Oh, so this is carved... Oh no, it is carved stone. The seat here is just as narrow. Oh, there we go. Now it's seatable. I have noticed sometimes the first time you place something, you can't get it to activate, and it's not just chairs, but it's also things like crafting stations. If you get that, try picking it up and putting it back down again, and if it still doesn't work, obviously as we saw there, drop something else and then come back to it and probably work. It's nice. I'm not sure about the little triangle at the bottom. Yeah, see, that one's actually house-sized. So, alright, we have the Throne of the Skull King, which is back to front. Oh! Oh, hey, that's not bad. Oh! Ooh, like that. We've got two of them. Alright, we'll just place two, because that way I might get the other toward. There we go, now it's green. And now this one should be green too? Yep. Oh, that's lovely. Let's sit in that one. Yes! Yes! The Skull King Throne! Oh, I think that's the one I need. That looks fantastic. So, other thrones, which are not listed here. You can get the Emperor's Throne if you have been Emperor in Cyrodiil. You can purchase that for a large amount of AP, of which I am not aware because I haven't been Emperor before and am unlikely to ever be Emperor. So that one's off limits to me. You can also buy, craft. There's a Briton Throne, which is quite nice, in the warm brown wood, with a red cushion. It's taller than this throne I'm sitting in, but not as tall as these ones. So, I don't know, that one is suitable. Oh, even though it was green. So height-wise, it's probably about, see where the cross is? That's probably about how high the throne is. And it has the little triangular swirls that are the Briton symbol. But apart from that, it's still quite race neutral, so you can still use it pretty much anywhere that you need it. And there are also the Argonian. Actually, let's see. Oh no, what am I talking about? I've got access to the crown store. Why don't I just buy them? I forgot. Yeah, let's just go and get the other thrones. And we'll just stick them here. Now, where were they? Gallery. Here we go. So, we have the Imperial Throne of the Bay. Okay, so this is basically, okay, this is what the Briton Throne looks like, except it's the warmer wood, and it's got the Briton triangle symbol at the top rather than the Imperial swirls. Okay, we also have, okay, so we have an Orcish throne engraved. Okay, which is the same as the furred one without the fur. Now, your bottom will get quite uncomfortable, so I think the furred one is probably the way you want to go. Orcish throne peaked. Oh, now that's. Oh, I wonder how much these are actually on the the live server. So I have noticed the prices differ, certainly in some respects between the PTS server and the live server. So that's 400. That's 400 crowns. It could be cheaper. I would get that. That's nice. That's probably also craftable as well once somebody actually finds the yellow recipe. So we had engraved Orcish throne and a stone Orcish throne, which is also, you know, well, actually that's quite nice. I kind of prefer it doesn't have the step at the bottom, but once again it's uncomfortable on the bottom, I imagine. So that's it for the thrones, I'm pretty sure. Which is your favourite? Which would you go out of your way to try and source? I'm going to have to go and find out where the Skull King throne came from, because honestly, if nothing else, that looks like a very comfortable armchair. I mean, well, apart from the fact that these appear to be stone as well, set into wood. But and possibly the Breton one. I mean, it's fine. It's got that Imperial look. But I do love the Orcish one. Eventually, I will have to get the Orcish one, I think. And if you're just looking for a fancy chair, do check out. There's oh, also once again, what am I talking about? I will just get it for you. You can see dining chairs. Ah, here we go. Yes. So even though this is not in Thrones, this is basically the Argonian, so the Argonian seat of authority, which is quite cool actually. It is also a purple recipe, so it is going to be a bit tricky to get. And you've got the seat of honor, which is very similar, but without quite so many spikes. Now the other one I wanted to show you, which I think is also almost throne-like, you have, in a pinch, if you're looking for a very fancy chair, the cushioned Redguard armchair, which is a blue recipe from memory, and the lattice armchair, which I do think counts. This, I think, would make, if you're looking for a throne-like chair without it actually being a throne, I do think that this one's probably your best option. That's quite elegant. And that is the one I will be looking for my house, I think. The Orcish one I love, but maybe that would suit my house better. And I think that's it for those. But this is totally not a throne, and it's got nothing to do with it. But there's an Imperial, and for that matter, Briton chair. And I want to see what it looks like. And does it rock? So, is it suitable? Is it suitable? Oh no! Is it not suitable? It is suitable, I just can't get it fixed. Alright, so it is actually suitable. And it looks very nice. And it would be super cool inside somebody's house, so. Thrones! Fancy chairs! What do you like best? Would you go for one of these ginormous pieces of stonework in your house or in your garden? Or would you go for something smaller? Would you even go for the Argonian one? So, let me know. I'm curious to see what other people do. Please do leave me a comment below. Please do give us a thumbs up if you liked this video. And please do subscribe. Click the face. Thank you for watching. And I will talk to you next time. Bye.